everyone, and welcome to ColorIt Live, the only show on the internet where we talk about all things ColorIt and where we show off how you, the community, free your creativity every day. We're your ColorIt guides. I'm Lucy.
And I'm May.
And today is a very special day because we are going do. Because we're going to color in our latest book, Colorful Conversations. Colorful Celebrations with Colorful Conversations, Lucy and May. Colorful Celebrations is another book illustrated by Hasby Mubarok and takes you on a trip around the world to see the many ways communities celebrate culture and life. So today's show is a coloring party, and you are welcome to bring along your friends, your family into the festivities.
Come.
So, one of the things that we miss being hunkered down during this pandemic are the opportunities to travel and see different cultures, as well as gather as a community and celebrate the way we know how to, with dancing, music, food, and color. So, ColorIt's Colorful Celebrations takes you on a trip around the world to see the many ways communities celebrate life. We just want to acknowledge everyone joining us tonight. We would like to say hello to Dina, Audrey. Audrey. Hi, Audrey. Who's here? Patricia. Hi, Barbara. Hi, Barbara. Hope you're doing good tonight. So many people are joining us in today. Sam from Akron, Ohio. And a couple of people have already said hello and submitted their page. Alrighty. Exciting. Can't wait to see your pages. Okay. So just like our last Color It Live, we are going to be coloring in pages from Colorful Celebrations, and we would love for you to color along with us. So grab any book that you have and keep them close. Yes, and just like the last time, we are going to give away 5 copies of Colorful Celebrations to 5 lucky participants. These winners are from the pool of Freebie Friday page submissions through our private Facebook group and through support@colorit.com. We will only be choosing those who are present throughout the show. Yes. So if you've submitted your Freebie Friday page, go ahead and comment, I shared my Cinco de Mayo page. Yes. All right. So let's dive into this new book, shall we? Yes. So our Colorful Celebrations book has all the signature features of ColorIt books, the hard front and back cover. And in this book, you get a table of contents, which I will be reading out, and Lucy will be flipping the book. Alrighty. So, first up is the Venice Carnival in Italy. Yes, there's a belongs to page and also blotter page that you can see a couple of information about some of the celebrations here, and also a QR page just in case you are not part of our Facebook group. Ready? So, the Venice Festival in Italy, which I think was the most recent Freebie Friday time, if I'm not wrong. The next would be the Elephant Festival in India, the Flower Festival in Portugal, the Lake Turkana Festival in Kenya, the Winter Festival in Russia, and today's Freebie Friday entry, the Cinco de Mayo in Mexico, the Viareggio Carnival in Italy, the Zagreb Folk Festival in Croatia, the Dia de los Muertos in Mexico, the Berlin Carnival in Germany, Tulip Festival in Netherlands, the Lunar New Year in China, Glastonbury Festival in England. We are coming up with a video on this. Stay tuned. The Tango Festival in Argentina. The Fate Gate in Haiti. Simbangabi in the Philippines. The Holi Festival in India. Trinidad and Tobago Carnival. Burning Man in the US. Hogmanay in Scotland. Las Posadas in Mexico. St. Patrick's Day in Ireland. Bodhi Day in China. The Rio Carnival in Brazil. The Sun Festival in Egypt. The Kanda Matsuri in Japan. Woodford Folk Festival in Australia. The Fringe Festival in Scotland. Diwali in India. Christmas in the UK. the Ouida Voodoo Festival in Benin, the Matzalan Festival in Mexico, the Aurora Festival in Bolivia, Oktoberfest in Germany, the Candelaria Festival in Peru, the Inti Raymi Festival in Peru, one I'll be coloring in today, the Oichi Festival in China, Jour de l'An in France, Fastnacht in Switzerland, the Mummer Parade in the US, Maslenitsa Festival in Russia, the Balloon Festival in the US, Summer Solstice Festival in the US, which Lucy will be coloring in, Dia de los Reyes Magos in Spain, Mardi Gras in the US, Yipeng in Thailand, Easter in the US, whoops, Fiesta de San Fermin in Spain, the Vivid Festival in Australia, and lastly, the Barranquilla Festival. Alrighty, so that's it. That's it for our flip through. And so I'd like to ask everybody, what are your favorite celebrations so far that you celebrate? I love celebrations because it's an opportunity to dress up, and that's why we are all glammed up today. Lucy and I have put on our best makeup, and we have some bows in our hair. Lucy has a flower in her hair. Yeah. So, what are everybody's favorite celebrations? Barbara just opened her book. Yes. Yes. It is a very detailed book. All right. What else? What else? Oh, Sandra was born in France. That's awesome. There are a couple of French pages in there. Yep. Okay, and so as promised, we will be coloring in a page, so we can color along together. So you can grab another book if you want to color in with us, your coloring materials. If you have that Freebie Friday pages, you can grab those too and spend a couple of minutes in our color along.
Yes. So is anyone here from Santa Barbara or anyone who's been to the Summer Solstice Festival before? I'm coloring the page showing Santa Barbara's Summer Solstice Festival. This is an annual tradition that kicks off in the summer season with a dazzling parade and lineup of live performances. This year's festivities will kick off on the 1st of June with the theme Blooms, which is actually a hint to our next book.
Yeah, exciting. And so I will be coloring in the page Inti Raymi from Peru, or the Festival of the Sun. Each year on the 24th of June, the ancient Inca capital, Cusco, celebrates Inti Raymi as a tribute to venerate the sun god Inti. So this would be celebrated from dawn to dusk when the sun is out and is considered to be the most luxurious, large, and colorful Inca celebration. So I was so excited to color it in. You can see I colored in a couple of areas in my page already. I have been practicing, so I hope that it translates well to the camera and you guys can see. Okay. Let's dive in now, shall we?
Yep. I think we can even join in these events virtually. So we'll be placing links in the comments to these celebrations. So if you're interested, you can check them out.
We chose to color these because they're going to be celebrated in the next month in June. And
Yep.
so we hope that we could join in along in the festivities too.
I would love to try and experience a summer solstice festival the next time that I visit. Honestly, I love Hasby Mubarok. He's one of my favorite illustrators. That's what we work with in ColorIt. But I'm not exactly an intermediate colorist, so I was struggling a little bit with this page. But I'm going to try and trust the process and see where this brings me.
So I researched on Inti Raimi and saw that a lot of the costumes that they wear are very colorful, and even the chair that the guy is sitting on has this feathered background, and the feathers are all like rainbow colored, and so that's what I'm going to try to do today. What is everybody coloring in now? Your page looks very fun.
Thank you. Your page looks very professionally done.
No. I try to practice. No, every time we have a show, I'm like, oh no.
Happy little accidents. Yeah, right. That's part of the process. Or I'd like to tell myself. So the summer solstice festival starts in June. You know what else starts in June?
What?
Father's Day.
Right. Father's Day is coming up.
Yep. Anybody have plans for Father's Day here? Their family? What about you, May?
I would like, well, I live with my parents, and so we're just going to cook a really nice brisket. My dad loves barbecuing, and so give him that time to spend with his griller. So Gunther is working on a page of blissful scenes. Ellen says, I would love to see a flower book. Ellen, hold on, because it's coming very, very soon. Christmas, Nina says her favorite is, well, Christmas is always great. I love Christmas because it is a time for family to get together. And like I said, celebrations are not just dancing, singing, and rituals. It is food and being able to catch everybody. And yeah, it's a way to celebrate life.
Yep. I'll have to agree. I love Christmas. Christmas is the one time of the year that, before the pandemic happened, my entire family would all come together. I have a lot of cousins, like at least we're probably around 30. So,
On one side?
on one side, like 30 on another side. So it's just a huge celebration for us, and I really miss it.
I have 22 cousins on my mom's side, and even more on my dad's side. I lost count. I lost count. And so celebrations, get-togethers are really, really packed, and we'd have to prepare mounds of food.
Mounds
Mounds and
of food.
mounds and mounds of
Games. Forget the games. On my dad's side of the family, he has like 10 brothers and sisters, all in all. So it's a huge ordeal every year.
So Audrey has finished The Dogs, Everybody's Best Friend, and Colors of Nature. Those are two very, very nice books. Every time I color in a page from Dogs, Everybody's Best Friend, it tugs on my heartstrings because I have a dog, and I am a dog mom, and she's very clingy, and I love it. She sometimes gives me, honestly, the confidence to do things because she loves me so much. She is my best friend. Your page is a Mardi Gras, right? It's a street parade.
Yeah. Have you ever been to a street parade?
I have. Here in the Philippines, we have a lot of street parades that do happen. And they get really packed and really, they get really colorful because people throw paint at each other. I think it would be comparable to India's celebration, Holi, if I'm not mistaken, where you throw powdered paint at each other and it gets messy and drums beating everywhere.
A lot of floats.
A lot of floats and people dancing on the street. A lot of celebration.
A lot of celebrities visit.
I'm going to do on second thought, I can do orange. So I'm using the ColorIt markers. Oh, we both are. Both using. And I forgot to bring watch with me, and so I'm watching on scratch paper. I am using the blotter page that is. Right, yes, here, I was just talking about the Holi Festival. Yeah, and you can see the sample coloring here. They do throw paint at each other. It is a party. Did you do any research on your page? Lucy?
Sorry.
Zoning out. She's zoning out.
I do any research. Just what I told you earlier. Actually, that it's in Santa Barbara. Have you ever been to the States?
I have been to the States, yes. I was in New York.
Mm-hmm.
I was attending my cousin's wedding.
Oh,
I spent 2 weeks actually on the East Coast. So I was there in New York and I went to Washington, D.C. and New Jersey as well. So if anybody is here from the East Coast, let me know.
I went to the States 10 years ago. Gosh, 10 years ago.
You were a baby.
I was practically still a baby. 2011. Yeah. I think we also went to the East Coast, and we also have some family in California.
These pages are very, very detailed, and like the mandalas one last month, I was lost in it. But these pages do require, well, for me, I like research, looking at a reference photo before I color in a page. This helps me make pages seem more authentic. But it's up to your interpretation. I wanted to interpret the sunset page, this Sun Festival page, by really highlighting warm colors of festival for the sun god. And so when I did my research, the reference photos that come up, the people carrying this chair, this float, these are what they actually wear. They wear red robes and a gold hat with red feathers. And there's a lot of color on this guy's outfit.
Going blind.
Go in blind. Go with yellow. Barbara said she loves the details and steampunk too. You get lost in the details, and that is what coloring ought to be. You get lost in just doing your thing, getting in a state of flow,
Having an active meditation.
It's just like our episode last time.
Well, I feel like that's what coloring is all about, really, just relaxing and getting lost, emptying your mind. May I have a question? Do you make a big celebration out of like your birthday?
I actually, it depends. It depends on mood. Because sometimes I don't like celebrating my birthday. And other times do. Like especially this year, I wanted to celebrate because both last year and this year, we were hunkered down in the pandemic, and so what we did was we cooked a bunch of food, and I sent it out to my uncles and aunts and my cousins. So we were just eating via Zoom. They sent a birthday cake to me, and so I blew my birthday cake over Zoom.
new normal right now.
Yeah.
My last birthday. Can you guess how young I am? My last birthday was very cute. We were only like 4 because, we were in a pandemic. We were trying to socially distance and be safe. But my friends kidnapped me.
Kidnapped you?
In the best way possible. They surprised me by taking me to the beach. It was really sweet because usually I do love celebrating my birthdays with a lot of friends. I think it's a good opportunity to catch up with people you can't normally catch up with. Have an occasion to. I'm going to go.
There is a page in the celebrations book of Filipino tradition called Simbang Gabi. And this happens during Christmas time. And almost all the Filipinos, all the Christian Filipinos that I know, practice. So if anybody is familiar with the novena, we have Simbang Gabi in the Philippines, which is a 9-day mass. For 9 days, we attend mass at 3 or 4 a.m. in the morning. And after the mass, there's hot chocolate and rice cakes. And everybody is like, around that time, it gets pretty cold. So everybody's like hunkered down and very nostalgic feels, I guess. I grew up experiencing Simbang Gabi.
How early in the morning would you wake up?
Well, honestly, because there was a little chapel close to our home. So I would wake up the mass was at 4:30 a.m. I wake up at 4. Drag my butt out of bed and walk to the chapel.
How many days would it do? You have to complete a set number of days, right?
Yeah. Last year it was pretty easy to do because it was just on the TV.
Anything but pencils.
Yeah. Pam says this book looks like a fun and informative book of festivals. Yes, it is. What we really wanted to book is for everyone to see different celebrations around the world. And when I was coloring in this Inti Raimi piece, I was looking at it and saw that 25,000 Incans back in the day, in ancient Incan times, gather for this festival. And now, pre-pandemic, there were millions of people that are gathering for this festival. It is the biggest, the grandest, and most colorful festival in Peru. And so my eyes were opened.
You know all that. Are you planning to visit Peru?
I would like to one day, because I know that Peruvian food is really good too.
Mm-hmm.
Love to eat in Peru. says puto bongbong and bibingka. Yes, those are very good rice cakes.
Oh.
I would eat bibingka with a hot chocolate.
Puto bongbong.
I'm getting hungry just thinking about that. I would like to think about something else now. So the Santa Barbara Solstice Festival is also themed, is it not?
Yep. So this year the theme is blooms. So if I were there, I'd probably wear this one flower that I already have.
Yeah. Oh, God. Okay, we have. Is it the celebration? Okay. Okay. On to coloring. I am going. These.
Hmm? I'm coloring in my floats. There are very big masks on float. Have you ever been on a float?
I have not. No. I always thought the people that were on the floats were celebrities, and I am not a celebrity.
Never know.
I've been in the street anyway.
I went. So we have this festival in the Philippines. It's called Sinulog Festival. They're also similar to the page that I'm coloring. There's a lot of floats, and usually there's a lot of celebrities that come to visit from like the capital. And when I went last year, we were so close to the floats, and my friend went crazy because he saw all of these like crushes. They're very.
I would like to use glitter gel pens on this too, but probably. I would like to make this gold chair stand out. So if it fits, we'll be using little gel pen. Why don't I do that now? Hope it translates well. See that? Oop. Not really, but our spots on this golden chair and going forward. I don't know why celebration is always associated with glitter. Is it because we like shiny things? Or
Like your shirt right now.
right, yeah. My shirt is extra glittery. So on the way here, there's glitter everywhere.
When I think of celebrations, I think of like red. Very festive.
Very loud.
Yep.
I love glitter. It's just the fact that it gets everywhere is what puts me off.
Yeah.
I love putting glitter on my eyes too. People who did it, they would think of my application. I am excited later on to the 5 winners. There is a lot of gold page because in the reference photos there were a lot of gold too. I think that's because the sun deserves the most. The most.
Because it gives us the most.
In my research, I think the god Inti was one of the gods that created the universe. Incan mythology. It's actually also coloring birds. And like with markers. That can really be very good. I mean, I could use the gel. I think it's just faster with a marker. Ooh. Where's this chair? Pages here have a lot of patterns too, and I guess that's a common thing on different cultures that we love patterns. Here to color too, like coloring in a mandala. How's your page coming along? It's along. Okay. I think. Yeah. Oof. Have a difficult time with. It'll be okay. I find that with skin tones, practice makes it perfect, and blending is the key. What's your favorite thing to color now? I honestly love coloring people. I know that that's not the go-to for most colorists, but I love coloring people because I like coloring life and telling a story with the colors and even how the people, how the models are posed. Models. How the drawings are posed. But yeah, I do like coloring people. And that's for me, like I'm super, if you can't tell, I love gradients. Gradients. I do gradients all the time when I color, and people are one of the best practices because I love adding depth and dimension. Get to practice the gradients. Cool. I kind of dread coloring the sky. For me, that's like the hardest thing. With this Inti Raimi page, I was really searching for a really good reference photo to give it justice. And yeah, so this is like my first attempt at a like full sky. It's difficult. I think I attempted a sky for the first time in Hasby's other book, Around the World, pages. It has a lot of landscape images. And blending the sky is kind of hard. Yeah. Majestic Horses also has a lot of landscape. And Majestic Horses was one of the few pages that I thought, hey, if I like coloring people, horses are not that far behind people. In terms of coloring them in. Fair. Well, it is a celebration.
is a celebration. Celebrate.
Whenever there's like a wedding or a get together, that song, Celebration, sang that again, by Cool and the Gang, plays all the time and gets everybody moving, regardless of what everybody's doing, if they're eating or if they're having a drink or program. When that song plays, you're gonna put down your food, gonna dance. So we have to wrap up our page or wrap coloring. This is what I have done so far. I was able to color in the hair of the master of the ceremony. And I added a little bit of glitter. And I think that's going to be it for me. How about you? There's just so many details.
Has your page?
Yes, you will definitely get lost. Okay, so last time if I colored in the mandala, it took me hours. This took me about like 5 hours.
Oh, there.
I'm improving.
You're improving. My page, it's still probably 40 or 50% done. I'm not sure if I'll color in the background or maybe I'll practice coloring my background. I will post my finished page in our ColorIt Coloring Books group. If you'd like to see it, I hope you guys give it a heart react. So, yeah.
Okay. So I think that's about it. We don't have enough time. We want to do a couple of shout outs. Thank you to Mary Jane and Barbara for keeping that alive. Barbara said she has a busy day tomorrow and she wants to have time to color. Well, the coloring books are always going to be there. So take your time. And Audrey. Awesome. Right.
Yes.
So we want to thank everybody for joining into the chat, joining us for this celebration.
Yep. And if you colored in a page along with us, we would love to see the page that you were working on, especially if it's one of the pages that we colored in as well.
Yes.
We'd love to see your versions of our pages.
So here we go. Here are our finished for now.
For now.
And so if you have time, please do post on our private Facebook group, ColorIt Coloring Books. We will leave a link in the comment section if you're not part of that book club yet. And we will see you over there.
Yep. So we're going to have to wrap up our coloring session, but it is now time for us to announce our 5 lucky winners. Would you like to do the honors?
Hold on. 5 lucky winners. Let us look for the 5 lucky winners. All right, hold on. All right. So we only have 2 people who have submitted their pages and are here joining us today. So before I announce who the winners are, I just want to go through a couple of guidelines, rules for those who are winning. So to win, you must submit the Cinco de Mayo Freebie Friday page and comment here, I submitted my Cinco de Mayo page. You must be present and you have to have not won any ColorIt contests in the last 12 months. So this kind of tightens the net a little bit. And so we have our 2 lucky winners. Drum roll, please. Ina Hayes and Audrey Bonnell. Congratulations, guys. Alrighty.
Make sure to email us at support@colorit.com to let us know that you won these books, and we will be sending you your copy ASAP.
Okay, and I think the last shout out. Thank you, Sandra.
Hi, Sandra.
Pam, Mary Jane, Barbara, Joy, and you guys are the lifeline of ColorIt Live.
Thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank you for sharing your time with us and for celebrating this book with us. So that's it for today's show, and we hope you check out Colorful Celebrations, now available on Amazon.
Yep. So once again, this has been Lucy.
And I'm May.
May you lose
your inhibitions
and free your creativity.
Thank you for...
Till next time.